Hogwarts Legacy 2 has reportedly received a massive new update, and honestly, it sounds like the sequel could be much closer than we expected. There are a lot of bold claims being made about the game right now, and some of these rumors are actually pretty exciting for Harry Potter fans. One of the biggest claims is that Hogwarts Legacy 2 will reportedly connect much more closely to the Harry Potter universe itself. According to recent rumors, the sequel could become one of the most ambitious open world games we've seen in years. Now, take all of this with a grain of salt for now, because nothing has been officially confirmed yet. But the latest leaks are definitely getting people talking. So according to these new rumors, Hogwarts Legacy 2 may allow players to travel all the way from London to Hogwarts in a magical flying car with absolutely zero loading screens between locations. And honestly, that sounds insane. The idea here is that you could literally fly directly into the open world while the car is still moving without any interruption at all. If this turns out to be true, it would be a massive technical leap compared to the first game. Because if you remember, Hogwarts Legacy had loading screens between almost every major area. Walking into Hogwarts, walking out of the castle, opening certain doors, entering shops, there were always these small transition screens that slightly broke immersion. But now, it sounds like Avalanche Software could be aiming for a fully seamless world in the sequel. And that's not even the craziest part. The leaks also claim that the open world is being expanded far beyond just Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. We already talked about London potentially being explorable, but apparently players may also get to visit iconic locations like Diagon Alley and even Privet Drive officially in the game. And honestly, Diagon Alley is one of those locations that fans were shocked wasn't included in the first Hogwarts Legacy. It's one of the most iconic places in the Harry Potter universe, so seeing it fully recreated in a modern open world game would be incredible. Imagine walking through the crowded magical streets, visiting Ollivanders, exploring secret shops, and maybe even interacting with famous wizarding families. That alone could make the world feel so much more alive and connected to the main Harry Potter storyline. Now, another interesting rumor suggests that Hogwarts Legacy 2 could actually be a direct sequel to the first game, with narrative elements that may eventually connect to Harry Potter's future time at Hogwarts. But apparently, Avalanche still wants the game to tell its own fully unique and self-contained story. And honestly, that's probably the smartest direction they could take, because if they connect the sequel too heavily to the books or the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series, they risk creating conflicts with established canon events. So instead, it sounds like they may be trying to balance both ideas, expanding the lore and making the world feel closer to the Harry Potter universe, while still giving players a brand new original story that doesn't break existing canon. And personally, I think that's exactly what fans want. The first Hogwarts Legacy was already a huge success, but one of the biggest criticisms people had was that the world sometimes felt disconnected from the larger Harry Potter universe. So if the sequel really does expand into places like London, Diagon Alley, and other iconic locations, it could make the wizarding world feel bigger than ever before. But again, for now, these are still rumors and leaks, so we should definitely keep expectations under control until Avalanche Software officially reveals more information. Still, if even half of these claims end up being true, Hogwarts Legacy 2 could easily become one of the biggest open world RPGs of this generation. Now let's talk about one of the biggest missing features from the first game, Quidditch. This was easily one of the biggest disappointments for many fans of the original Hogwarts Legacy. Flying around Hogwarts was incredible, but not being able to fully participate in Quidditch felt like something important was missing. Warno's brother attempted to address that with Harry Potter, Quidditch Champions, which launched as a standalone title in 2024. But here's where things get interesting. Quidditch Champions doesn't appear to be receiving major long-term post-launch support. The game launched and largely stood on its own, which could suggest that Warno's brother never intended it to become a permanent platform. Because of that, it feels increasingly likely that Quidditch could return as a fully integrated feature inside Hogwarts Legacy 2. And if that happens, it could become one of the game's biggest selling points. With the original Hogwarts Legacy generating over $100 billion in revenue, the development team now has significantly more resources to implement features that may not have been possible the first time around. Imagine full Quidditch seasons, team progression, tournaments, rival schools, and complete stadium experiences integrated directly into the open world. That alone could become a massive marketing centerpiece when Warno's brother finally reveals Hogwarts Legacy 2. There's also more happening inside the Hogwarts Legacy universe. Warno's Brother Games CEO David had previously teased additional projects connected to the franchise, and several insiders had reported that a sequel was already in development before official confirmation started surfacing. Narratively, the structure makes a lot of sense. The first game placed your character in their 5th year at Hogwarts. Naturally, Hogwarts Legacy 2 could move into your 6th year, with a possible 3rd game concluding the story during your 7th year. That structure opens up huge opportunities for character growth. Your relationships could evolve across multiple games. Your choices could carry forward. Ancient magic could continue becoming more important to the overall story. Imagine importing your save file, keeping your custom wizard, and watching that character grow throughout an entire trilogy. That kind of continuity would feel similar to what fans loved in long-form RPG franchises and would mirror the progression that made the original Harry Potter journey so memorable. But perhaps the biggest question is this: how does Hogwarts Legacy 2 actually expand the wizarding world? The answer is probably scale. While the first game surprised players with the amount of explorable land surrounding Hogwarts, the sequel could go much further. Industry speculation and development clues point toward entirely new locations beyond the castle itself. Platform 9E and the Hogwarts Express could finally become fully explorable. Instead of a simple cutscene, players may actually board the train, walk through compartments, interact with students, and experience the journey to Hogwarts. Then there's Diagon Alley. Imagine entering the magical shopping district filled with wand shops, bookstores, magical items, hidden secrets, and perhaps even darker areas connected to Nocturne Alley. And speaking of darker places, there's another location fans have wanted for years: the Ministry of Magic. This could become one of the most ambitious environments in the entire game. That picture exploring the bureaucratic heart of the wizarding government, uncovering political conspiracies, entering the Department of Mysteries, and seeing how the wizarding world actually operates beyond school life. If Avalanche truly wants Hogwarts Legacy 2 to eclipse the original, expanding beyond Hogwarts itself might be exactly how they do it. Right now, development is still ongoing and none of these features are officially confirmed yet. But if even half of these ideas become reality, Hogwarts Legacy 2 may not just be bigger than the original. It could redefine what a Harry Potter RPG looks like, and honestly, that's what makes this game so exciting to watch. Another thing I really want to see improved is the RPG side of the game. The first game had good combat and cool spells, but it could still be deeper. In Hogwarts Legacy 2, they could improve spell combos and combat variety, enemy AI and boss fights, a better skill tree with more meaningful choices, more unique gear and customization, better house differences that actually matter, because right now, choosing your house is cool, but it doesn't change the game that much. Imagine if your house actually affected the story, missions, companions, and even how certain characters treat you. That would add so much replay value. Also, I want more school life elements, like actual schedules, more classes, more student interactions, and more reasons to stay inside Hogwarts instead of always running outside. If they combine strong RPG systems with immersive Hogwarts student life, this game could be on another level. Now let's talk about the release window. Right now, development is still happening at Avalanche Software, and there's no official release date yet. But realistically, based on how long big open world RPGs take to make, the release window is probably late 2027 or early 2028. That might sound far away, but if they're building a bigger world, adding multiplayer, improving the story, and upgrading gameplay systems, then yeah, it's going to take time. And honestly, I'd rather wait longer and get a polished, complete game than get a rushed sequel that feels unfinished. Because Hogwarts Legacy 2 has the potential to be something special. It could be the game that finally makes you feel like you're truly living in the wizarding world. So overall, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is shaping up to be massive. If multiplayer happens, that alone could change everything. If the open world expands the way we're hoping, it could be legendary. And if the story stays focused on your character while still connecting to the Harry Potter universe in a smart way, then Avalanche could create something unforgettable. This could easily become one of the biggest games of its year. But now I want to know what you think. Do you want multiplayer in Hogwarts Legacy 2? Do you want the story to connect to Harry Potter, or should it stay completely original? And what's the #1 feature you want to see in the sequel? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.